We're turning our attention now to politics in Imo State, particularly as it concerns the People's Democratic Party. I've got Honorable Ray Emeana, who is the Secretary of the PDP in Imo State, on my immediate right. And I do have Dr. Fabian Ihekweme, who is a former governorship candidate for Imo State, and he says he's the chairman of NPDP. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let me start with Dr. Ihekweme. Coming up with NPDP, clearly they've said in your state that, look, this is a non-issue. It doesn't exist, no crisis, that this is just a ploy to destabilize the PDP in the state. Is that correct?
That is totally false. You know, let me state this very clearly, because this has been repeating itself over and over again in Imo State.
Which one exactly?
The issue of PDP not being able to get its ass together. Since Governor Ihekweme, 1999 to 2003, PDP has not won in the governorship election in Imo till today. And nobody has been able to ask that question. Why? It is very clear. Fixing primaries. We have told them, you fix the primaries, you fail the election.
Is that the only grounds you have?
That's not the only grounds, but this is the starting point. 2015, it happened. Somebody fixed the primary, and what happened in the market? He failed. The same 2018, the same thing happened, and Imo State people emphatically said it clearly. PDP, give us a candidate in a free and fair contest, and we vote for you. That was the standard, and we thank God we have a sitting state chairman in PDP who said, the only thing I want is to leave a legacy. I will stand for free and fair and credible primaries. And that is what I will give Imo people. But what happened?
Is his claim justified?
What claim has he made? He has just made two contradictory statements. He said, we've never won any election because of the lack of transparency in primaries. But he didn't also mention that Imo State is a PDP state. Since 1999, Imo State has produced the highest number of elected PDP members of the House of Assembly, National Assembly, governorship.
Yeah, but he specifically said since Ihekweme,
yeah, because that
haven't won the governorship position.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. But he just said here that Imo State has a credible state chairman of PDP, Charles Ihekweme, who has succeeded in reforming the party. He just says so. And he's here on national television.
That's not what I said.
No, you mentioned the national chairman. You are your national chairman.
That's not what I said.
Since he's here, what did you say exactly?
What did you say? What did you say about Charles Ihekweme?
I said after the convention, Charles Ihekweme was confirmed the state chairman of the party. Yes. And from the onset, he said, I want to leave a legacy. I want free, fair, and credible election. That is what I want.
Well, but the point I want to make is clear. Imo is a PDP state. I don't give out the fact, and I don't detract the fact that we've not won all elections since 2011. And that is because of people like him, who are members of PDP, who at all times within PDP generate crisis, sell out the party, sabotage the party, and undo the party. And I want us to also appreciate that my friend here, his antecedent, is a professional political jobber. Somebody who moves from one party to the other, wreaks havoc. Recall, you said he was a governorship candidate. Of which party? These are people who put themselves in organizations, set up systems, come up and give the lewd and deceive the people, and at the end of the day, sell the party. Let me tell you this, and this is very important. There is no, I'm here for a simple reason. Imo people are even angry that I should come to this level to discuss about PDP, because PDP in Imo State is the most organized, united party, even acknowledged by APC, by APGA, and any other party. But I'm here simply for the fact that if silence connotes consent, and if you don't put things in proper perspective, people outside Imo State might begin to understand and believe that something else is happening.
That's completely unacceptable. What is just...
What I'm saying is that you say you're a former governor.
Listen to me. Listen to me. This program is not about you. or myself. It's about the situation in PDP.
Yeah, but you have to state the character of the person.
Listen. That is the problem. Yeah, that is the problem.
Try.
That is the problem they have in Imo. And that is why I started by saying, history, those who are attempting to exterminate history in the school curriculum are so myopic, because you used yesterday to correct today. 2015, somebody was Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives. He had all the instrument of power. He had everything within his disposition. In fact, the congresses that was conducted in 2014, he completely annexed everything, including words of all his opponents. But what happened? He still lost the Congress. He still lost the primary. Just with 11 voided votes, the committee that came to Imo State was able to...
Even though that was controversial at the time.
Fine.
But if you can tell us now, what exactly do you mean when you say the fixed primaries as part of the reasons why...
Let me explain to you now. Let me explain to you. You see, during the build-up of the congresses, we all met the stakeholders and said, we want to give ourselves a very credible exercise so that Imo people will see that PDP has changed. It started when a committee was sent to Imo State, led by one Chidoka, Osita Chidoka.
The three-man committee?
Yes, I had a very high opinion about him before. But what happened in Imo State was a charade. What happened in Imo State is something anybody, any right-thinking Imolite criticized in Imo State. Osita Chidoka came. The first thing he did was the list of the Congress returning officers that the State Executive Council, himself inclusive, prepared. The first thing that he did, because it was already planned, it was an arrangement. He came, the state chairman of the party presented him the list of the returning officers that are supposed to go to LGS and conduct the congresses. He rejected the list and instead prepared his own list.
Who rejected it?
Osita Chidoka
or the committee?
Osita Chidoka, the committee, he's the chairman of the committee. He rejected the list and prepared a fresh list and still sent the people to various local governments to conduct the congresses. What happened? When the returns came, we still had 80% of the returns.
So, in spite of the fact that he rejected the list,
yes,
which you say was wrong, you still participated in it?
We still participated. That is during the congresses.
So thereby justifying, meaning that nothing was wrong with the process.
Thereby to prove that we are popular and we are on ground.
So does that in any way translate to meaning that you are actually struggling for positions and a governance structure to be inclusive?
No. See, let me tell you. When the people were sent to various local governments to conduct the congresses, the returns came. The list of authentic people who emerged from various ward levels and LGA levels were handed over to the state. And the committee took their own list and went to Abuja and doctored the list. Up to 74% of it doctored. The law says 21 days before the primaries, the list must be published.
You mean doctored as in substituted?
They substituted and removed so many people from the list.
Is that the case?
God in heaven.
Hold on. Is that what you did?
For crying out loud, I am the state secretary of PDP in Imo State. I am the custodian of the documents of party in Imo State. And the party guidelines were obvious as per conduct of primaries. It's not fair for somebody to come and model up issues and attempt to hoodwink.
No, it's simple. Did you substitute names?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Can you listen to me? You don't. The process is that there were congresses in every ward in Imo State where three-band delegates were elected. And the conduct of those congresses were supervised by the national body, not by the state. At the end of the congresses, lists were, those who emerged as winners were so adopted. And we are sent to the National Working Committee that adopted the three-man ad hoc delegate list. For any future election thereafter, because the party guidelines are clear, it will include statutory delegates and ad hoc delegates. The state chapter of the party does not generate names or substitute or add after the wards. I want you to understand, every ward meets in a congress and elects 3 people to become ad hoc delegates. And that election was supervised by the national body.
After
they emerged,
okay,
you are not answering
after
the
they
question.
emerged,
Pardon me.
Chairman,
We
let
need
me
to go
tell
to
you.
break.
Let me
Don't
tell
worry.
you something.
Hang on. We'll go to break. He'll clarify what you say he's not. Then you respond. Join us again in a moment.